Republic is reporting from Pathanamthitta, and what you see is the final culmination, the final campaigning called as Kotti Kalasham, where all the party representatives come together at a prominent junction in every city.
We are very confident that when we win more than 370 seats in the national level, Kerala will have multiple seats and Manapam will be there.
100% victory. He is going to make it.
Republic is reporting from Pathanamthitta, and what you see is the final culmination, the final campaigning called as Kotti Kalasham, where all the party representatives come together at a prominent junction in every city and celebrate, which goes on till exactly 6 p.m. Now here what you see as the BJP contestant Anil Antony over here on one side, and over there on towards the other side is Anto Antony representing the Congress party, and to the opposite side of Anil Antony is Thomas Isaac, who is contesting as an LDF candidate. He's a CPM leader. Now the grand culmination is going to happen in a few minutes from now. Anil Antony, the son of veteran Congress leader Antony, A.K. Antony, in fact jumped to the BJP recently, and he has been given the opportunity to take on the Titans from Pathanamthitta. He's like an underdog who is taking on the regulars. In fact, Anto Antony has been an MP for the last 15 years, and this is also a constituency which has 7 assembly constituencies. All of them are ruled by the left. So certainly Anil Antony does have a big challenge in hand, but he has been able to cut across through various demography. And yesterday, one of the prominent church group, the Believers Church, also has openly rendered support. So what you see is the final grand spectacle of the culmination of the elections for the second phase of election in Kerala. On 26th at 7 a.m., Kerala will go to polls which will decide the fate of 20 MPs, which the state will contribute. Now, who is going to win? That needs to be seen. But certainly, this time, it is definitely not a fight between two parties with the BJP fielding strong candidates. It's a tri-party fight, and that is what the 2024 Lok Sabha elections looks very interesting. I am with the BJP candidate Anil Antony, who is contesting in Pathanamthitta. A big fight is going to happen over here. So when you see this, first time contesting an election in Pathanamthitta, how is the Josh?
Good. This has been a phenomenal experience. It's almost 2 months since I've been declared a candidate here. And the BJP has a chance to create history here. We are very confident that when we win more than 370 seats in the national level, Kerala will have multiple seats and one of them will be this. This is good.
You have been able to spring a surprise here, especially when large minority community, especially the Christian community, has come forward in large numbers openly supporting the BJP. Has it rattled the regulars who usually contest from here? Do you think they have been rattled?
The day our Prime Minister started leading the country, he said that he is the Prime Minister of 140 crore Indians. is working to take everybody forward to a Viksit Bharat. So the BJP tries to reach out to every single Indian, and we follow a motto Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. Here also, the UDF and the LDF in the national stage, they are in the same team. They are a part of the same alliance. And here they have been spreading a lot of misinformation on the BJP. But now people are understanding that it's all misinformation. So now a lot of people who are traditionally not BJP supporters, they have been joining our party. They have been supporting our party, including Christians, including everybody. In our national manifesto, the 4 core areas, the 4 communities we are working for is Gyan, Garib, Yuva, Annadata, Nari. This constituency also has a large agrarian population, large number of young people, 50 plus colleges are there. The women voters are more than men voters here. And they all believe in our philosophy of development and progress and giving them opportunities. So, there's nothing surprising. A few days back, it's very loud. A few days back, a church, an organized church, supported a BJP candidate for the first time ever in Kerala. But it is just the start. With time, we are going to see more and more people who traditionally have not been supporting us, support us.
Do you think this has rattled the Congress and the LDF? And how much have you been able to rattle them and spring a surprise?
There are no surprises. We are sure of a victory here. We are sure of a victory here. The last 3-4 days, the Congress candidate is blaming EVMs. The Congress party candidate is talking about fake voters. So they are assured of a defeat. So already they started taking excuses. Already they are creating excuses. So we are very sure that we are going to win here.
You are the youngest in this election. So has that being a young man, dashing personality, has the youth been able to get in sync with that kind of a vibe that you have been giving out?
There's a constituency with a lot of potential. There's a constituency with almost 50 plus colleges. And there are no industries in this particular constituency. There are no industries in this constituency. So, young people are leaving this constituency more and more because there are lack of opportunities. I have presented a manifesto just for this constituency where I am talking about things, a very clear roadmap of what we can do for the next 5 years. And the young people are particularly excited. So this time, I am very sure that vast majority of the first time voters and young people will be voting for the Bharatiya Janata Party.
You have been taking on, you have been contesting on a place where you're taking on an ecosystem. Yesterday I could see you speaking to the local media, where you're saying that local media has been, having an agenda. They have been supporting one. So how difficult is it for you to cut your message across when such a strong backing of the media for the other parties?
Traditionally, this has been a place, the Congress bastion, and the state is alternatively ruled by the left and the Congress. Here, all the 7 MLAs belong to the left. There's a minister who is on the left in the constituency, and they have deep-rooted ecosystems, and they are part of the same national election. There is a national election, so they are working in tandem to keep the BJP out. But the people have faith in the people have full faith in our Prime Minister's vision. The people have full faith in the developmental work we have been doing across India. And they want progress, development and opportunities here also. So I'm very sure that cutting across party lines, cutting across religion and caste and communities, you will see a large number of voters voting for us because they want change.
I've spoken to other candidates also, BJP candidates. All of them are talking that, giving a hint that this is a long-term mission for Kerala. would you like to say something about what is it that when fielding people like you, Suresh Gopi, Krishna Kumar, and so many people, what is the message? What is the long-term vision?
This time in the national stage, we'll win more than 370 seats for our party. We'll get more than 400 seats for our coalition. And there's a guarantee that multiple seats will be from Kerala, including Pathanamthitta. But just like in almost 18, 19 other states where NDA is in power, Kerala also, very sooner than later, BJP will become the #1 party and NDA will be forming the government here. That is our long-term mission. But right now, we'll be winning many seats in this parliament election.
So after elections, you will be working with the people of Pathanamthitta, if my reading is correct.
Definitely. I'm very much expecting to be elected as a member of parliament here. So I'll be working for the people here for the next 5 years. We have presented a very clear blueprint of transforming Pathanamthitta. And
What is different that you're offering when compared to others, the Congress and the LDF, to the people of Pathanamthitta?
everything. Right now, the left government is in power in Kerala. But they don't have money to pay salaries and pension to their employees. So, the 7 MLAs and 1 minister is there from this constituency. But they are not able to give any developmental projects here. There is a sitting Congress MP for the last 15 years. But this is one of the most underdeveloped constituencies in India, in Kerala. Like I said, there are 50 plus colleges here. This is the age of technology. This place don't have a single IT park, a single industrial park, a single startup incubator. Not even one unit of any central government PSU. This place has the potential to be transformed into a religious cultural hub of Kerala. It can be a huge tourist hotspot. It can be a large medical healthcare hotspot. But 75 years the left and the Congress have not been able to deliver. And I represent an organization with a proven track record of deliverance. So definitely, we will...
Thank you so much for speaking to Republic. So that is Anil Antony saying that the track record of development will be brought in to a constituency like Pathanamthitta. What you see around is something like a spectacle. On the other side, you can see the LDF also campaigning on this side. On the other side, you can also show the Congress also candidate. So this is the Kottikalasham that is happening, and the BJP's candidate is promising development and consistently saying that the vision of BJP is to ensure that, and they're looking at a long-term strategy. Right now, the final culmination of the campaigning is all going on right now. I am at the camp of the Congress, and in front of me is Anto Antony, who has been an MP for last 15 years. So let's ask him, how is it? How would you?
It's the festival of democracy. Festival of democracy.
Festival of democracy. He says it's a festival of democracy. He says it's a festival of... What do you think is the winning? What is the advantage that you have? Look there.
We will win the election with the thumb big margin, thumb big majority.
What is the advantage that Congress party has in Patramthita?
Everybody is against the both government. The common people. We will win with 1 lakh votes. That's our margin. This will be a history. This will be a history.
So I just can't describe the kind of frenzy, the kind of celebration that is ongoing over here. The decibels it's above anything beyond human ears, and it's too loud to even hear what the next person is saying. So, but right now these are the visuals that are coming in from Patramthita in Kerala with video journalist Mani S from the Patramthita. Thomas Isaac is also there in the fray in a battle in Patramthita. Joining him is Health Minister Veena George. And this, what you see, the spectacle is a Kotti Kalasham where all the party representatives are here. So we'll also ask Thomas sir, how was the Josh? How is the Josh? How do you feel this election is going? How do you feel the election is going?
In my way. We are going to win it.
Is it a sure shot win?
50,000 votes.
And is it going to be a record-breaking election for LDF this time?
Not record breaking, but a great victory.
And so you're campaigning for him. How do you feel the pulse on the ground?
100% victory. He will win.
He's going to win.
He is going to win, yes. Definitely.
And all the assemblies are with the LDF over here. So that's an advantage.
Yes, it's an additional advantage. Last time it was not like that. So, the comrade Dr. Thomas Isaac will win with a wonderful majority.
And what do you think? What do you think is the weakness of the other parties?
See, one person is an MP of this parliament for the last 15 years and did nothing. Not a single. No. So he is going to every project is signed by Dr. Isaac.
This man is going to do everything.
He has already done everything, all the bridge, all the roads, hospitals, schools, everything.
Thank you so much for speaking with me. Thank you so much.